All right, thanks to California's primary election system, Democrats enjoy a veto-proof supermajority over Republicans. One America's Pearson breaks down the jungle primary system that's turned California into a one-party state.
These days, California is known as a stronghold for Democrats, but it wasn't always that way. In fact, the entire state used to be solid red, a safe haven for conservative values, producing presidents like Richard Nixon and Ronald Reagan. But that was a long time ago, and since the elections in November 2018, Democrats not only control the state, but have a solid veto-proof supermajority. In the California legislature, there are 40 seats in the Senate, of which Democrats control 29. Out of 80 seats in the Assembly, Democrats control 61. And out of 52 congressional delegates, 45 are Democrats, leaving Republicans with just 7. Such an uneven number means Democrats never even need to talk with Republicans before passing their progressive legislation, no matter how radical it gets. Democrats make up 80% of state-level government positions, including the governor, lieutenant governor, secretary of state, attorney general, treasurer, and state controller, even though they're just 43% of the registered voters. It's the biggest discrepancy in California in over 136 years, and it's due in part to the state's one-sided election system called the nonpartisan blanket primary, but more commonly known as the jungle primary. Most states have an open primary, which means the candidate with the highest number of votes from each party goes to the general election. But in California, the jungle primary allows the two candidates with the most votes, regardless of party, to make it to the runoff election. Meaning, in California's left-leaning system, more often than not, races involve two Democrats running against each other and no Republicans. This system was so unpopular that in 2000, it was actually ruled unconstitutional by the Supreme Court. But that changed in 2009, when then California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger wanted to pass the biggest state tax hike in American history, and he needed everyone's support to do it. The deciding vote fell to State Senator Abel Maldonado, a Republican from Santa Maria. Maldonado didn't think he'd get elected again, so he agreed to break his campaign promise against raising taxes in exchange for a deal to change the state's elections to a jungle primary system, which he thought he could win. And it worked. Our taxes were raised, the jungle primary system was put in place, and Schwarzenegger rewarded Abel Maldonado by promoting him to lieutenant governor. By 2016, there were 9 races in which Democrats faced off against each other, but not a single race featuring 2 Republicans. Now, thanks to Schwarzenegger and Maldonado's backroom bargaining, Californians are not only paying the highest taxes in the nation, but are also stuck with a broken primary system. Pearson, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.